Greetings, Namo Buddhaya. I am KTS Sarao, Professor and former Head of the Department of Buddhist Studies, Delhi University. In this module number 5, I shall be talking about the biography of the Buddha from his conception by his mother Mahamaya till his Abhinishkraman, at the time when he left home. Legends in the Buddhist texts mention extraordinary events relating to his conception and birth. Before being conceived by Maya, he lived in the Tushit heaven. When his sojourn in Tushit was about to end, he made 5 inquiries regarding the appropriate time, country, continent, clan, and mother, and decided that he would be born to Maya in Majjim days at Kapilvastu. Then on the full moon day of Asad, he became a superb white elephant, according to the sources, holding in his silvery trunk a white lotus flower. He gently struck her right side and seemed to enter her womb. On the night of the conception, Maya dreamt that a splendid white elephant split her right side open, and it was like entering her womb. This is what the sources say. This incident is known as Maya's dream. The mother could see the Bodhisattva, according to the sources, within her womb with all his limbs lacking no faculty. Notably, the Bodhisattva in the legends is shown as a fully conscious agent before, during, and after being conceived by Maya. After conceiving him, she became by nature virtuous by following the Panchashil and did not feel any desire for male company. It is particularly underscored in the legends that the Buddha's last birth was not the result of any kind of sexual activity on the part of his parents. Maya being an eternal virgin and the birth being parthenogenetic, avoidance of passage through the birth canal is reflective of a concern for purity and to avoid losing memory of previous lives. The Buddha's father Shuddhodan, whose name means pure rice, most probably belonged to a rice growing tribal community. Shuddhodan's 3 other brothers, who were called Shuklodan, white rice, Drondan, measure of rice, and Amritodan, sweet rice, also had rice based names. Shakyan Republic was not a hereditary monarchy, and Shuddhodan was merely an elected aristocrat, Kshatriya. Thus, it has been suggested that in the legend, royalty has been conferred on the Buddha's parents, and the Buddha himself is provided with an impressive genealogical lineage going back to Mahasammat, the first king in the present world, in order to heighten the moral effects of his renunciation. Just as the Buddha in one of his previous births had made a resolve to be born as a Buddha, legends mention that the Buddha's mother also in one of her previous births had made a resolve on seeing Vipassi Buddha that she would be the mother of a Buddha. Consequent to collective karma performed by Maya, Shuddhodan, and Gautam Buddha over many previous births, Maya and Shuddhodan were born at the right time to be the Buddha's parents. Consequently, we are told that the Buddha was born on the day of the full moon, Purnima, of the month of Vaishak. Historians generally date this event in the year 567 BCE. The Buddha's father Shuddhodan was an elected chief of the Shakyans who had their headquarters at Kapilavastu. As Shuddhodan was an elected chief of a small tribal community of Shakyas, it would have been highly unlikely that the Buddha could have become a Raja or chief of the Shakyas. The legends inform us that the Bodhisattva himself took care that his would-be parents possessed social influence and certain moral qualifications. The Buddhist texts mention that Maya was on way to her father King Anjan's capital city of Devadaha to give birth to her first child and had labor pains midway in the Lumbini garden, where she gave birth to the would-be Buddha. Now, some scholars have expressed doubt if Lumbini was the real place of birth of the Buddha. According to the tradition, Maya had already completed her pregnancy's 10 full lunar months. Why did she have to wait till this last moment to travel to her paternal home to give birth to her first child? It has been suggested that as there is no mention of a place or one called Lumbini in the earliest canonical accounts of the Buddha's birth, Siddhartha may have actually been born in his father's hometown of Kapilavastu, and the relocation of the birth to Lumbini may have happened from a desire to associate the Buddha's mother Maya with the figure of a local fertility goddess who was worshipped there and was known as Lumbini. According to the legend, she gave birth to the Bodhisattva standing after she had cherished him in her womb for exactly 10 months. Holding the branch of the sal tree, 4 pure-minded Mahabrahmas came and received the future Buddha, who left his mother's womb like a preacher descending from a pulpit, unsoiled by any impurities from contact with his mother's womb. But though this was so, 2 showers of water came down from heaven in honor of them and refreshed the Bodhisattva and his mother. In the Ashok Avdan, the tree that she holds is specified as an Ashok tree. Immediately after birth, the would-be Buddha takes a firm stance on both feet facing north, then takes 7 steps and declares with a bull-like voice, "I am chief in the world, supreme in the world, eldest in the world. This is my last birth. There will be no more rebecoming." Thereafter, the child and his mother were taken to Kapilavastu, not to Devadaha.